Factory. We are very excited to have Old Spirit Investigations here. So, if you have questions, send questions.
Absolutely. Now, a note about streaming investigations live. We
Yes.
just did a 5-minute
watched
paranormal
it.
on this, right? We want to make sure. Hey, good evening, Panic. You want to make sure that when we are in the moment, we stay in the moment. So you might have to tell your chat that I will get to your questions later.
Yeah.
But
Have a moderator.
or have a moderator. Exactly.
I got you.
You got me. You got me. Okay, so I'm going to set this down here. And,
It's funny, I didn't smell that before. The art supplies?
Yeah, I didn't smell the art supplies before when I was down here.
all right.
I have a trained nose.
Just going through real quick.
Yeah, so the camera's in the corner and the recording device is on the sink. So my suggestion is if you need to use the restroom, use the men's room.
That's fair.
So, first question I would have is how do we control the lights in here?
Right there.
This is it? So I flip this, lights out.
Not the stairwell, that's a safety thing and it'll never go out.
And that's fine.
So both stairwells will remain lit.
That'll still work. So here's what I'd like for you to do. I'd like for everybody to, for now, stand on this side. It's okay to walk the door there, but if everybody could stand on this side, that would be great. Let's see.
I get it now, I get it.
Okay, this is Old Spirits Investigations. We are on the second floor. We are starting tonight's preliminary investigation, and here we go. Now I gotta. No, we're not quite live yet. We're live on Twitch.
Oh, that's good.
We're live on Twitch, which is what matters. But no, I'm kidding.
Because I was going to say, I just got my Twitch notification. T is live. Oh, yes.
Yeah, you should know that. Okay. Phil, this is T. Over.
Go ahead, T. Over.
I'm ready to go. Lights out. Over.
Go like that too. Over.
Lights out. Over and out. That is the first time we've ever done this. That's the first time we've ever done this. Sounded so neat. Okay.
The communications officer in me is very proud of you.
I am. Okay, so I'm gonna-
And it says close.
already? Wow. Okay, so
And related.
we're right now. We've been told there has been a lot of activity on this second floor, and that is why we're here right now. I'm going to walk the length of the second floor just to see how things go, and from there we'll just take it from there. You guys stay put. And chat, just so you know, I've got mods in stream, so if you have questions for them, feel free to ask. Right now, I am just taking a quick. That is folks upstairs. Now, the reason why we can't go lights out, is mainly because that's a safety issue. And it's always safety first. Safety first. Okay, I'm going dark, everybody. Thank you very much for being here. Again, this is Old Spirits, the first team to investigate the candy factory. Thanks for being here, everybody. Okay. So welcome, everybody. You're at your first paranormal investigation. How about that? Now, I have a recording device right here. Does anybody else, apart from Spence, have a recording device going right now? Just checking. Okay.
Well, I'm not recording on my ghost tube. I
Oh,
can't though.
okay. No, that's okay. That's okay. It's up to you.
Do you want to shut those doors? Because they both shut and then you'd have more of a lights out effect.
Well, yeah, but I just didn't want to, if that's okay. Is everyone
It is
okay with that?
okay,
I just want to make sure with
It
the...
is okay.
All right.
I'll go get the other one.
All right, thank you.
Actually, the building is designed to have to shut for airflow.
Okay. Oh, wait. I'll actually give Spence a little bit of light.
Oh, I'm good.
You good?
Blue eyes. I'll see you in the dark.
All right.
Ready?
All set. Lights out. Whoop.
Wrong one. Where's the light for this one?
Is does that one stay on permanently?
Maybe it does. I've never noticed that. Huh. I honestly don't know.
Okay. Well, if we get it, we get it. If we don't, that's fine too.
Yeah, I don't see a light, switch anywhere for that, so.
Well, that's okay. We'll go with what we got. We're fine. We should be good. Okay. So when you start off an investigation, a good thing to do is to introduce yourself. And I know you see it on a lot of the shows where they go, "Is there anyone with us?" You're not doing Hamlet, okay? We're just doing communication. So again, it goes back to intent, and that's what we're going to do here. So, hi, how you doing? Whoever's here right now. My name is T. Spence is at the other end of the hallway. And I've got some friends from the art factory. Now, you probably recognize them. But I'm new here. But I want you to know that I come here out of respect. And I come here out of reverence. And I want you to know that I'm not going to ask you to do any wild tricks. I just want to start up a conversation. That's it. Set you aside there, chat.
Touch
Is that touch on the,
on the ghost here.
okay.
And right before it, I got abused.
Say that again.
Abused. Right before that.
Let's try something simple. Could you repeat this pattern for me, please?
I got it. Down here.
Is that you?
Nope. That might be upstairs though.
That could be upstairs. Let's try this again. I'm gonna do a rap here. See if you can finish this. That's an idiot. Okay. And you get that sometimes.
Some ghosts really don't like doing tricks.
They don't. So I tell you what, let's start with introductions again. My name is T. I know it takes a lot, but do you think you could whisper your name into this device I have in my hand?
I got stop it. No regrets, rest in peace.
What was that bang?
That was somebody upstairs,
Okay.
but
This is good to know because when we have 15 people in here, that's going to make a huge difference.
so rapid fire, I got stop it, no regret, rest in peace.
So just so you know how GhostTube works. GhostTube has 800 words in its memory bank. And the theory, and that's the thing about paranormal investigation, everything's a theory. Everything's a theory. But that theory is that an intelligent spirit can go into the electronics and not only futz with it, because you see people say, ooh, it futz with my equipment. Well, now you give it words, and a theory is that it will actually weave those words together to a sentence. I've actually seen stuff on my GhostTube happen, and that's pretty impressive. I don't think it's gospel. I think the more stuff you have recording, the more stuff you have, interacting, that's going to be your bread and butter. So we're gonna try a few more questions here for the EVP session, and then I think we're going to go into, this is gonna sound weird, everybody, but bear with me. We're gonna go into the ladies' room, because apparently Moaning Myrtle is in there, and it was a very
I got be
active.
careful.
Are you serious?
I am not joking you.
Fantastic. Okay. Well, before we go in there, I just want to ask a few questions. I'll wait until someone stops moving upstairs. Are you male or female? That's upstairs. And that's the other thing too, you identify everything you hear. You identify it so you know what's going on there. How many people are here right now? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people. How many people do you see? Is there anything we can do to help you? What was that?
Stressed.
So was it stressed?
I don't know why I said it out loud.
That's okay. That's okay. Spence has theirs muted. So if you
I
want to
just
leave
have
yours
No,
on.
Volume
mine's
super
muted
low.
too. It said other things, not out loud.
Oh really?
Yeah, I don't.
I love it when weird stuff like that happens. Okay.
It just asked how.
I'm asking the same thing. How? Did anybody here want to ask a question? Again, don't feel stupid. It's okay. What was that?
It said something dirty.
Oh, okay, we'll look at that later.
It's very confused. It
Sounds
says-
like it.
It says, what is happening?
Okay, I'll answer that question. So what is happening is I'm new here. I was invited by these folks to come in and get to know you a little better and to tell your story. That's why I'm here. I'm here to tell your story. So if you could give me your name again, we're just gonna be real quiet. And I want to go on ahead and I want to record your name here. I have a device in my hand that records sound. So I'll count down, and in your best voice, just give me your name. 3, 2, 1. For those of you here, if there's anyone here with us right now, did you have a message you wanted me to get to somebody? No, I'm really glad we did this. This way, we can dismiss like some of the movement upstairs.
Yeah.
That's good.
May I ask a question?
Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
I simply want everyone here to know that we are here to help you tell your story, and we would love to know what your name is and your date of birth.
Is there anyone from the Confederate Army that is here tonight with us?
I'm getting
Okay.
a sharp pain in my army wound.
Say that again.
I'm getting a sharp pain in my wound from the army. In my shoulder.
Oh wow.
And I was getting it earlier and smelling sulfur.
Okay, what I would like to try to do is, and yeah, this is going to sound goofy. We're going into the ladies' room. because apparently the ladies' room is extremely active. Spence, were you going to stay out here or were you going to go in?
I'm gonna stay out here and see if I can collect anything out here.
Great.
Radio.
Radio?
Also, T, when you were counting down,
Yeah?
I got keep recording.
Oh, is that too bad?
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, so you got keep recording.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
My camera keeps refocusing. Like when you're standing here still, it'll refocus.
Well, now
It'll
that I can sort of debunk.
Okay.
That is just your camera optics.
Oh, love
Because
that.
that happens a lot with nighttime photography.
Okay.
Go ahead. Let's get inside.
You go first.
Yeah. Okay. Send the inspector in first. Sure. Come on in, everybody. All right. Let me see if I can soften up this light just a little bit. There we go. That's a little better.
Smells clean.
It smells very clean in here. That's very nice. Now, again, one of the things that I'll just do this.
Where to stand.
Yeah. Okay. Now this is good though because so one of the reasons why I would say don't stand by this window right here, by this structure right here. When I was here for the preliminary investigation, I had with me an EMF reader, and when I held it up against these metal tubes, it was spiking really hard. And this, I found out from Rachel that and Jordan that there's probably in here cables. And cables, electricity, anytime you got cables bundled together, that is going to release a lot of electromagnetic energy, which can really kind of mess with your perception of things. So I'd like for you to stand over here, and let's do this. This is also one of the best kind of devices you can use in paranormal investigation. It's a cat toy. It is a $4. You get these like packs of 4, and these are great. We had this up in Gettysburg, and it was actually going off several times in the orphanage where kids were. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that over here. So just remember, everybody, there's a cat ball over here. Try not to step on it when you're over there. Okay. So I'm going to set this over here. And one of the other reasons why I wanted to come in here is because we're closer to the railroad tracks. And we have what's called a REM pod. You're going to see a REM pod when we get to the 3rd floor. The REM pod went off ridiculously in here and had nothing. It wasn't anywhere near those pipes. The train was going by, and there is a case where 3 teenagers were killed in an accident. They didn't get across the tracks in time, and we actually picked up an EVP from in here where somebody named Edwin said something to us. Edwin was one of the names of the kids that was killed. Now, I can kind of see it in your eyes. You're going, yeah, okay, pal. It's okay. No, it's okay. It's okay. There's a lot of coincidence that happens in this. Mm-hmm. It's a matter of how many lines you can connect. God, I know this all sounds, look, a year ago, I would have said the same thing. I would have been like, no, I'm not buying any of this. But I've seen a lot this past year, so that's all I can tell you. All right, so let's get back into the moment. We're in the ladies' bathroom, but Edwin, you whispered out to us last time we were here. Can you do it again? Besides Moaning Myrtle, is anyone else in this bathroom with us? Again, we're not here to make you perform tricks. We're not here to make you do anything you don't want to do. In fact, if you want us to leave right now, I got a friend outside. Tell her to tell us to leave, and we'll leave. Did you fight for the Confederate Army? Did you defend Manassas? Did you work at the candy factory? For many years, this place made a lot of candy, and it made a lot of kids happy. A lot of kids happy. It must have been a good reason to come to work, right?
See, there was also a hotel here.
There was a hotel, thank you, yeah. Did you happen to stay at the hotel? If you were staying at the hotel, you might be passing through. Where are you from? Did anybody else have a question they wanted to ask?
I would like to ask him if his
Go
last
for it.
name is Shoemaker.
Shoemaker.
Is your last name Shoemaker?
That's a very good question. Why Shoemaker?
I don't know. It just kind of came to me. So.
Okay, okay. I like that thing. I like that line of thinking. You're doing fine. This may seem very confusing to you because you've got 7 people standing in the bathroom and we're not even using the bathroom. It's because we have a feeling that there's something in here and we're just trying to communicate. In fact, right next to my friend Rachel over here, there is a ball. And if you go up to that ball and you touch it, it'll light up. So if you feel free to use that as a way to communicate with us. You can just tap it, let us know you're here. And if you can do that, if you can make that ball light up, we'll leave you alone. And this is always the hardest part because there's as much as I want the ball to light up, there's another part like, please don't light up.
I mean, I'm the one standing here.
Yeah, well there you are.
Also, T, before you said anything, the
Oh, the
electromagnetic
EMF reader, yeah, did it
was,
spike?
when I was about halfway,
Okay.
when it was sitting here, it was like this. when I picked it up and held it over the ball, it was about halfway.
That's
And then
interesting.
when you asked it to touch the ball, it went down to almost nothing. We might be getting played.
We might be getting played. That's a possibility. We might be getting played. So one of the things I would say right now, just about apps that you would find online, yes, you take them with a grain of salt. A lot of them. There are a couple of apps that are on the market that they, in very fine print, say for entertainment only. So the question is, why are we putting so much faith in GhostTube? GhostTube is actually made by a pair of developers who are also paranormal investigators. And when you boot this up, the first thing it says is, do not take what we have in this app as gospel. Try to debunk it. Have other devices that are going on, they're recording things, and the more stuff you have recording, the easier it is to either verify or debunk. But I would say that 70% of what we do is sitting and waiting for something to happen, which brings up a tension of its own. But yeah, did anybody want to ask? Yes.
Okay, I sense that whoever is in here is annoyed with us.
I'm getting that too.
Okay,
I'm getting that
so
too.
I would say this to our guests. If you are annoyed and you would like for us to leave, I'm thinking of a word, and you can do this, I know you can. I want you to tell the individual out in the hall the word that I am thinking about. And if you get it right, we will leave.
It's interesting you feel like you're getting annoyed. There was one of the last investigations that we did was at a plantation called Tuckahoe Plantation. And I was in Smokehouse with everybody. And I not only felt annoyance, I didn't feel welcome. So I said, you know what, I'm just gonna go outside. So I went outside, walked around for a bit, and actually got a whiff of smoke, as in like somebody was smoking meat or something like that. And then they said, okay, we're changing teams. So I went back to my group. I walked in and said, anything interesting happened while I was gone? They said, oh yeah, we had a few things happen after you left. And I said, par for the course. The only thing that happened to me outside was I smelled smoke, and everyone just stared at me. I was like, what? And they said, we've smelled smoke in here as well. And that's what you call a shared experience. It's not as cool because you don't catch anything on audio. It's a shared experience, but it happens. Does anybody have the time?
It's 10:35.
10:35. Okay. I'm
I
gonna
don't think annoyed is,
Why?
so I just typed out, can you read what I'm typing? And I got hello.
Ooh. Interesting. Okay. All right. Let me just, let me see.
Is it possible that...
Hang on one second. Hold that thought for 1 second. Phil, do you read me over?
Yeah, over.
Phil, would you have Pip bring down the Flux 2, please? Over.
The flux capacitor.
Exactly.
Over.
Thanks, Phil. Over and out. So I had the same problem with it. It's a device called the Flux 2, but I couldn't say Flux without going, Marty, we need to get up to 85 miles an hour. So I asked that, what I'm bringing down here is a response device. It might be a little more dynamic. And this response device, it reminded me of an old video game where it's 4 colors and it's called Simon, and you basically have to repeat the pattern. And so we nicknamed our Flux Simon, and it just makes more sense to call it that. So let me go outside and see.
Don't step on the ball.
Oh, yeah, don't step on the ball. Ball's there. You okay on your Spence? Okay. anybody that popped up on your, just a random word?
Mary?
You weren't thinking the word or the name Mary, were you?
No.
No.
I was.
Who was?
I was.
Oh. Okay. Interesting.
Snake.
You know what word I was thinking?
What was that?
Snake.
Oh my
It wasn't snake perchance, was it?
No,
Okay. Just checking.
it's very unusual.
Zero, war, sound, shot. So,
Okay.
but I would think this way, some of them down on the. And I just got a hello.
Yeah, we got a hello in here. That's why I asked for the flux, for the flux to get down here. Phil, can Pip not find the flux?
The fact that they didn't say it's simply means
Good on
they
you. Kind of
didn't
quiet
ask.
down here, but thanks. Over. The art room? Well. Okay. Actually, I want to have you focus on that. I just
She
wanna
said
see if,
that.
Pip gets down here.
I thought if I had a word, I'd be Mary. I thought about how many times they have a name. Yeah, it was exactly that. She said that, I thought that, and then they got that. That's really cool. It is.
Say again, over.
Oh, I feel her all the time.
That's probably Pip coming in.
I wanna whisper. I don't wanna.
Pip's coming in.
It's good that it's someone we know, or you know.
Yeah. Totally.
Sorry, everybody, I'll be right back.
So can we talk?
Yeah, we can
Here,
talk.
hanging out. Just hanging out. What's up, everyone?
I'm gonna talk to her. I wish.
You know what I think is interesting? Because the way I questioned it was if you want
I
us to
wish
leave,
that,
or no, you want us to leave.
I wish that they had us
Yeah,
all
read them
together,
out
and
and tell
I
me
don't understand
the
the
word is
splitting of our
thinking
floors in our building. The part of me that's like,
Don't say the word I'm thinking about.
don't
Because
idea what
what
I
she's
want. It's like,
So what
Yeah.
you're saying
it's just so
is
exciting.
Well, I can't stop right
Energy's like,
there.
oh,
So,
no.
all right, everybody. They just got a hit on the spirit box upstairs. I'm not kidding, and it feels like it's happening when I'm not around. It's just a bathroom.
It's like what?
It's a bathroom.
Oh,
Okay, so this is the flux, and for the flux, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm feeling a little.
It's so cool.
I know. Like,
Yeah.
you still see all the stuff that happens at my house. It's all good stuff. It's all
Yeah.
she's
yeah,
trying to help.
it's gonna trigger
Yeah.
a migraine. Just gonna go over here.
Oh no, it won't blink. I won't blink like that all the time. It's just calibrating right now.
Well, somewhere else, we don't have any invasive seizures.
Okay, perfect. Now this should not the way the flux blinks, it should not. Whoop, that's me. The way the flux blinks, it should not necessarily trigger any kind of responses, any kind of anything that's if you all want to move in here, and don't worry about blocking the camera. We're getting mainly.
Can we go?
The reason why you don't want to get too close to it is because of this here. So I'll show you how this works. You get close to it and it goes off. It also reacts to temperature as well. So if it starts to cool off, you'll actually hear it go off and the green light will go off. When it warms up, it'll actually go red. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until this resets. And then once it resets, we'll see if we can't get some kind of response from the bathroom. while we're waiting, oh, there we go. Good. All right, here we go. So I've brought in a gadget for you to look at. Just give it a shot. It's just an easy way for you to talk to us. Can you get close to that blue light and change it color? Doesn't matter which color. You saw how I did it. I just got close to it. You don't even have to touch it. And getting close to it will not hurt you.
That you know of.
That I know of. I knew you were going to ask me that. I knew you were going to ask me that.
Looking out for the dead folks.
Yep, there you go. Did you want to get closer to that, please? Just to let us know you're here. It doesn't matter which light. I'll even be a little more accommodating. I'll turn this light off. You can just go up to that device and just let us know you're here. If you oh, okay. Say what?
I said, good
Yeah,
job.
exactly. Remember, you don't have to whisper. You can say,
I-
well done. Thank you very much for doing that. Thank you very much. Did you want to go over to the other side and make the green light go off? If you make the green light go off, we can have a conversation. Just a quick one. But great job on the red light. I appreciate that.
Alan,
Was that a name you got? Is your name Alan? If your name is Alan, can you make the green light go off, Alan? Please? So I'll ask that question again. If you fought for the Confederate Army, why don't you go on ahead and make the green light go off? If you fought for the Union Army and you took the Confederates out of this area, make the red light go off. So I play a video game called Phasmophobia, where you actually play a ghost hunter. I really wish they had this device in here. It could be so much fun. But unfortunately they don't. Unfortunately they do not.
T,
Yes?
I think you had the answer to your question as to whether or not they were here earlier.
So let's try that. Let's try that. Were you a guest here at the hotel? If you were a guest at the hotel, make the green light go off. If you worked at the hotel, make the red light go off. Okay. Now,
I have a question.
you notice though that low tone meant temperature change. If it was a quick one, then it would have been then that would have meant motion. That's interesting. You have a question, Rachel? Go ahead, go for it.
Well, the last time we were here, remember there was a lot of trying to push us towards the kitchen?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm curious, was this person a cook or somehow related to the kitchen at the hotel?
If you were with the kitchen staff, can you make the green light go off, please? If you worked elsewhere in the hotel, make the red light go off. Were you a manager of the hotel? Green for yes, red for no. Were you the owner of the hotel? Green for yes, red for no. So again, I'm going to try to give you an out here. I'm going to give you an out. Because if you don't want us in the bathroom anymore, I understand. This probably looks and sounds a little weird. And that's okay. We're not here to bother you. We just want to know your story. Do you want to talk to us? If you want to talk to us, make the green light go off for the very first time. If you don't want to talk to us, go and make the red light go off. You bet. Flex is right in front of you, just so you know.
Okay, it's 10 till.
It's 10 minutes till. All right. All right, well then we will. You lucked out. We're going to wrap up this part of the investigation here. Thank you for that. Oh, actually, could you give me 5?
Sure.
Give me 5. Give me a 5-minute warning.
All right.
And I didn't get rid of us that easily. Didn't get rid of us that easily.
Can you ask what if they died on this property?
You just did. You just did.
So now?
And now you say, and then for this device, the pattern we usually have is if you died on this property, red for no, green for yes. And that just tries to help out and let us know if there's actually something here.
Okay, Alan, you heard that.
Yep.
Green for yes, red for no. Did you die on this property?
And this is why you don't pile questions on top of questions, because...
Oh, dislike.
Dislike? And why you have multiple devices going at the same time. Just because, and this is also the weird thing about paranormal investigation. Rachel was here with us, and like we had REM pods in here, things were going off, it was really active. You can come in here at night, and it can just be still. Now, you saw the red light go off, and just real quick, I'm going to turn the light on if you don't mind. You notice there's nothing there. Now, does that mean, oh, there's spirits? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. But it does make you ask questions. It makes you ask questions, which is not a bad thing. Okay, we're going to get ready to wrap up here soon, so I'm going to ask one more question. Did you work at the candy factory? Were you one of the employees that came in here and made candy? And you guys made some incredible, you made hard candies, you made the equivalent of what we would call here Jolly Ranchers. Nope. Really? Okay. Be honest with me now. Does anybody think this thing is rigged? Be honest. Do you think it's rigged? No? I thought you would think it was rigged. I don't know why. I feel like you're giving me the internet. But that's fine. No, I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I'm on your level right here, okay?
What's the question you asked?
So I asked, did they work at the candy factory?
And you feel you got what?
I felt like I got a yes.
Okay.
Because I did say green for yes, red for no. If you establish that kind of content.
That may or may not have been me, but something just told me to be quiet and damage.
Oh.
And I didn't ask anything, but you were just asking a question.
Well, yeah, we were just asking, we asked if this person was at the candy factory.
Mm-hmm.
And for the first time, the green light went off. And we had been saying green for yes, red for no for other questions.
So if I move away and close this, is that going to go off?
No, it shouldn't go off. In fact, if you want to come in here for the last 5 minutes, you're welcome to.
Well, we're down to 2 minutes.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh,
hang on.
and now it's gone.
Yeah, here we go. Hey, look, thank you very much for spending some time. That's how close you had to get to it to set it off. Thank you for spending some time with us. We're now going to move upstairs. Phil, we got 2 minutes. Are you ready to move over?
Give us about 60 seconds, over, and then I'll let you know when to come up. Over.
Over and out. Okay. So we're getting ready to leave. Thank you very much for spending some time with us. Now, there are going to be other people down here, and if you're okay with that, please make the green light go off. If you're not okay with it, too bad. They're going to come down here anyway. But you can make the red light go off just so that I can tell my buddy Phil that you're on the way. I will ask one more question, though. I'll ask one more question. If you are a member of the candy factory, if you've worked here and created all those candies, can I just ask you an honest question? Did you like your job? Green for yes, red for no. Did you like your job? I want it so badly to go red. I want it so badly to go red right now.
Why?
I just, because that would be a little, for some reason that just feels like a sincere answer. No, I didn't like my job. I mean, I worked at a factory.
It's hard.
It's hard, like candy, you know?
Like, it's also heavy, it's hot.
Yeah, especially
And
in
then
the
you
summer.
come home smelling like it, and so you don't want sugar ever again. I got what happened to me.
That's what we're trying to figure out. What did happen to you? But just to close it out, did you like your job? Green for yes. Surprise me with a green. Green for yes, red for no. Sounds like they're getting ready to move.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you very much. Now we're moving upstairs. You have to stay here. You have to stay here, okay?
Kate, you can come on up, and we'll touch base for a minute, and then switch. Over.
Coming on up, over and out. Okay.
Do you want to bring that?
Yep. Let's grab this. All right. Did anybody from your chat have any questions at all?
No,
No?
they're just saying, well, someone said yes, the art factory bathrooms are amazing smelling.
They're very floral. They're very floral. They're kind of giving me a headache, but they're very floral. That could also be this active point out here. Just as a reminder to everyone, if you use this restroom down here, that we're leaving some of the recording devices going in here. So just be aware of that. And
Either that or just use the
or
mask.
use the one upstairs. All right.
You want to go down this way or that way?
Yeah, let's go down this way and let's actually get the lights on. Okay, lights are coming on. There we go. Yes.
So, basically, the question I asked
What was the word?
And I specifically said, it's a word that mother and I use.
Oh.
My mother died.
Okay.
And it's a word that we use. So my point is, I asked them, if you want us to leave, then I've got a word in my head.
Okay.
Nobody can go there.
Right.
Tell the person outside what the word is.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't tell my word. That doesn't mean they weren't there. They
No.
told Candace's word.
Oh, your word was
They
Mary.
They didn't want us to leave. But the point is, he wanted us to know, I can get in your head.
That yeah,
So,
and
I'm just saying, I mean, I don't take the silence or the fact that he didn't, or they didn't, whoever it is.
or yeah, exactly, and that's the curious part about, and this is why one of the best pieces of advice I got from all of this was when something happens, don't just go, ooh, that happened. Investigate it. Try to build on that. Try to get more questions going on, and see if that doesn't get another response. Okay.
Well,
All right. Oh, we got the.
I'll leave the music box.
Are you gonna leave the music box for me?
Yeah.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
Also, both of these were fully charged,
Yeah.
and when I took them out, the box dead.
Really?
We had flashlight malfunction.
Uh huh.
Green light was back there,
Yeah.
and we asked, "Are you messing with our stuff?" And it turned off. I'm like, "Oh, the battery must have died." Went in there, turned it right back on. It was fine. We had a ton of responses on the portal.
Okay.
The REM pod was going nuts.
Okay. Well, I hope it was a little quiet in the bathroom and in the hallway. A little quiet in the bathroom and the hallway, but we did get some responses on the flux. In fact, one of the responses we got was, did you work in the candy factory? And it went off green. It went off green. And this is after we had established. This is after we had established, green for yes, red for no. So, okay. All right, chat. I'm stepping away for just a moment, but I'm gonna turn it around here, and we're going to get the second group. We're gonna get the second group up and running. Oh, really? Yeah.
You were downstairs and had just gone into the bathroom. Who's you say the bathroom?
Bathroom. Yeah.
There's a lot going on in the bathrooms, apparently. I don't know what's going on in the bathrooms.
Apparently.
Something's going on in the bathrooms. Getting hot. The toilet shot. I don't know.
All right. So we still have glow sticks back in the back,
So
right?
the glow stick that was back there is now on the piano. If you want
Okay.
to look at it.
All right. Phil, you know how to swap out the batteries in my camera downstairs, right? Do you want me to show you real quick? No, it's not Canon. It's one of the cheap Chinese cameras. I actually have battery line swapped it out. I appreciate it. But it's up there. Okay, that's a good sign. Good sign. Okay. Right.
Let's go.
Team 2 on me. Team 2 on me. So apparently they had a good time up here. So apparently they had a very good time up here. Now, just so you all know. Oh, okay. Well, I hope you had fun. I hope you had a good time.
It's very interesting.
Oh yeah, thank you. Well, I hope to see you on the night of the event, and we'll see you later then. All
My
right.
daughter lets me. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Throws it back at me.
Of course. That's what moms do. All right. So just so you all know, we have a recording device going on in the dressing room, and we also have what's called Fast Eddy, or an Eddy Plus. And the Eddy Plus is a data recorder. It records everything from EMF to temperature to pressure to it's got a geophone, which means if it makes any vibrations near it, that will go off. It also has an EMF reader. So that's also running in the back as well, because we got some interesting EVPs and things like that in the back. Also, we've got a REM pod over here. And this was what I was using when I came in for the preliminary investigation. And anything that breaks the field around it, you'll see, that tells me there's something close. Doesn't necessarily have to touch. In fact, I want to make that range a little larger. So anything that gets close to that should set it off. And what it is that it's just generating a electromagnetic field around it. Anything that breaks it, it's going to be loud enough that we should hear it. So the lights here. How do you turn the lights off here?
Our factory folks,
That's it.
like that.
Well, there you go.
Beautiful.
Okay.
There's good things about me being in tech.
And I don't mind saying it. I wanted this place to be the last place for me because, as I said before, I was an actor in another life, and I wanted to end in the theater. So can we get the lights just one more time?
But
for
not literally end.
No, I don't want to. No, I don't want to necessarily do that. But if I can get the lights real quick.
Try it. You want them up?
Thank you.
There we go.
So I'm going to try to light the cat wall again. I'll put that, actually, yeah. I'll put this here.
It's an uneven floor at my girl.
For what we want to do, that should work just fine.
Alright.
And then, here we go.
One thing that Vic told me
Yeah,
is that most of the time they were standing still by the elevator.
by the elevator? Okay. That's good to know. All right, so.
I'm getting asked what is the date. It
What's the
is
date?
the
the 29th of September in the year 2022.
And this is the second half of our investigation into the candy factory. We're now on the third floor in the theater. Okay. Go ahead. Leave this. Oh, I'll leave this by some of these trigger objects.
Yeah, just don't touch the objects.
I'm not gonna. I can look at these and go, yeah, these are old. Okay.
They were brought over with gloves.
Yes, they were. Okay.
Ready?
Hang on. Phil, are you ready for lights out? Over. Over and out. Go ahead, lights out. So I'm going to try something here. That was me. You hear that a lot. Okay. There it is. Not yet. Just need to make sure that I've got everything set properly. Give me 1 minute here. Okay. Okay, so what we have right here is called a spirit box, and right now what it's doing is that it's sweeping the FM and the AM bands. And when communication, again, in theory, the communication is that the idea is that when you go up and down the bands, if it picks up something, if it picks up a word, if it picks up a phrase, it will basically speak that phrase or word to us while it's cycling up and down. Just making sure. Yep. Okay. Is there anyone here with us? I'll have to check out the spirit box a little later. It's not doing what I want it to do. So let's head back to.
I got brother.
All right. Let's go back here. Give it plenty of room. That's interesting. Let's see if it's... Don't know if that is... Now what I'm doing here is I'm actually adjusting the field. I can honestly say I've never seen it do that before. I've never seen it do that before. Okay.
It's almost like the weird thing that happened at St. Albans.
Yeah, it is. All right, let's do introductions first before we start bringing out gadgets. Might have been going into this a little too strong, but then again, you all were warmed up with my friends Phil and my wife Pip and everybody from the Art Factory. So allow us to introduce ourselves. I'm T. That's my friend Spence up there. And the other people you should recognize because these are people from the Art Factory. Now, if you're wondering what's going on, I'm sure Phil has explained what's the intent of tonight. The intent of tonight is to find out who's here with us. And we got all different kinds of ways of you talking to us. Did anybody just hear the beep coming in from backstage?
I've got dress that just came up on my...
Dress, interesting.
And Jonathan.
And Jonathan, okay. So if you're seeing the blinking in the back, just so you know, that's Fast Eddie. That's one of our devices. But there's another device near the dressing room. If you could go up to that, you don't have to touch it, but if you go up to it, I'd love to see you make that black box with the orange screen. I'd like to see you make that beep if you can. Can you make that green light on the box change color?
I forgot, what do you want?
That's a fair question. What do we want? We actually want to have a conversation with you. We want to talk to you. We also want to tell your story. We want to find out who you are. We want to find out if you are a patron of the arts. We want to find out if you're okay with us being here tonight. So let me try this again.
I got haunted.
You got haunted? So let me go ahead and let me come up here. And this little device right here, once those lights go blue, if those lights go blue, you can then go up to it and make it go red or green.
It's funny because it just asked right as you were explaining, what do I do?
All right, well, first thing you've got to do is you've got to step away from the device. Can you step away from the device? Phil, it's Steve. Over.
The battery you gave me is dead. I don't know if it's charged or not, but here's another battery.
What's the strength on the current battery in the camera? Over.
Battery in the camera was dead. Over.
Right now, I'm having issues with the Flex 2. It's going off like crazy. Over. But I'm going to send Spence down with a new battery. Over. All right.
You want me to come up and try another battery? Over.
If you can, that'd you see the light change color, it actually tightens up the field. So you have to, it's hard for me to tell if that is.
Alright, where's the,
Oh, hang on. Oh, that's not that, that's Phil's. My case is over here, and the new battery should be. Nice and fresh. Oh, and look at that. Now, can you step away from the device? Can you step away from it? Let it go blue? Oh, that's, yeah. Okay. Now hang on. I see what you're doing there. Can you step away from it? Okay. Can you step away from the device? Let it go blue? Are you saying you don't want to step away from it?
You want me to try?
Do what?
You want me to try?
Go for it.
Hi, friend. I'm Spence. Nice to meet you. So we use that box to get yes or no answers from you. But you have to step away from it so we can get a neutral answer first. Will you do that for us?
Please. Nope.
Nice try.
Okay. So you're digging the red color. Can you make the green light go off now? We've established the red light. How about the green light? Can you make the green light go off? It was going off earlier.
I'm finding it interesting that the tone is changing.
That tone right there, because it's not long, that means motion. So I'm going to try one more thing to debunk this, because as was mentioned earlier, again, and whoever told me that, good job, you're starting to think like an investigator. You said that the floor was uneven. That device does not work well on uneven floors. So let me try one more thing. All right. All right, I'm coming up here. Just so you know, I'm coming up here. Don't mind me. And that was me, so I wanted to show you how this worked. Okay. That was me. All right, can you step away from the device? Step as far away from it as you can, please. Are you not going to step away from it?
That was me.
When in doubt, turn it off and turn it back on again.
Just like the IT crowd.
Yep. But I do find it funny. Downstairs in the bathroom, it was barely going off. Now I can't get it to stop.
I'm gonna switch programs to Necrophonic.
Okay? So I set the ball over here. I'm going to ask one more time. Can you please step as far away from this device as you can? And just let it reset to blue, please. I'm going to turn it off otherwise, because I need to see, I need to have that set on blue so that I can start talking to you. All right, I'm going to turn it off. Sorry, I gave it a shot. So I'm going to turn it off.
That's weird.
That's
Necrophonic
really
won't
weird.
go through my headphones either.
All right.
I got where?
What is it?
Where?
Whatever's up here is not making it easy. It's not making it easy, not by a long shot. So let's try the spirit box one more time.
Okay.
Just to answer the where question, we're in Manassas, in Virginia.
So what was that again? I heard somebody ask a question.
No, it asked me where,
Oh, where? Okay.
and I told it Manassas, Virginia.
Yep. There we go. So what I've done here is I've got the spirit box on again. We're gonna try seeing if we can get some responses from the spirit box. Again. So what?
I got
Axe?
AX.
It's not too intimidating. Okay. All right. Is there anybody here that wants to talk to us through the spirit box? We'd love to hear from you. Can you tell me your name? Do you know where you are right now? What do you see right now? Do we appear as ghosts to you? Is there anything I can do to help you? All right. Beginning to wonder if Phil didn't just wear them out while we were here. All right. Mute that for a second. Do you want to try doing the Estes method?
Sure.
Okay. So we're going to try something a little different. Good?
Yep, just drop my part back.
That's okay. I've got headphones over here.
Yeah, 'cause mine are not being helpful right now. I use my computer, they're not connecting to my phone at all.
Well, let's come on over here then. So what we're going to try to do is something called the spirit box method.
And the Estes method.
Estes method, and it involves a spirit box.
Oh, what's up, chat?
And, and what you do is you blindfold and you put headphones on,
I've got it.
on somebody, and then you plug them into the spirit box. And what I do is I ask questions, and the spirit box
I should be able to hear words and phrases.
Exactly.
But I won't hear the questions. So I won't be able to make an inference by myself.
That's the idea.
That's the idea of it. T and Phil have had very compelling interactions with the spirit box in different locations. So with any luck, we will have something here.
So let's see.
And I'm not scared. Although if you want to try and scare me, that's fine. Okay.
There we go.
Is it working now? I'm gonna mess up my makeup.
Now I got it working. All right. Tell me if it's too loud. Is it good?
Can't hear anything.
Are you a friend?
Hang on. Hold that thought.
What up?
Are you, is it okay? Is the volume
Yeah.
okay? Okay, great. All right. I'll start with that question. Okay. So right now we're going to put Spence through the patience. Spence, can you hear me? Okay. So let's ask the first question. Are you a friend?
No, that came through on Ghost App.
Say that again?
That's what came through on Ghost App.
Oh.
It was asking us.
Oh yeah, we're friendly. How many of you are there? Can you give me your name? What state are you in?
It's like I can almost hear it, but it's like,
Okay.
I don't know.
What year is it?
I hear him sweet.
Did you work at the candy factory? Is there anything we can do to help you?
Spirit coming.
What's your name?
I'm thankful to be here.
We're grateful for you to be here as well. Can you tell me what your name is? Please? Are you an employee of the hotel?
Human.
Were you a guest at the hotel? Did you fight in the Civil War? Did anybody else want to ask a question?
Do you like theater?
Are you a fan of theater?
Are you a merchant family member?
Hi.
Oh. Hi. Ask that question when I tell you to. Okay, but that's a great one. How are you tonight?
Good. Wake up.
Are you a merchant family member?
Do you know what year it is?
Yes.
Do you have a bookmark?
No, I don't. Did you know that I was a writer, though? And that I had bookmarks once upon a time? Is Edwin with us right now?
Myra's seat is.
No. Okay, I'm gonna pull Spence out of this. And to pull someone out of this, you just basically go up and just tap on the. Whoop. You all right?
Falling out of my hair.
Oh.
Hiya.
Okay, you want me to give it a shot?
Sure.
Okay, so first off, let me make sure you all know what Spence is hearing. Spence is hearing this, and I apologize. This is a new toy for me, so I'm still learning how it works. But what's happening, and you see this on a lot of the ghost shows, is that this radio is cycling like you're seeking for channels, right? It's going down and up each band, and you hear like there's small bits of words that are coming out. This is what Spence is hearing. They can't hear, they can't see anything. All they hear is that. And based on the questions that you ask, the theory is spirits communicate through the box, and you piece together what they're saying here. So let me go on ahead and let me just real quick.
I'm gonna switch the camera.
Yeah, there you go.
Alrighty.
So I'm gonna try this. So what I'm gonna do is this, unless it gets weird, and I don't think it's gonna get weird. But if it gets weird, just tap me on the knee.
All right.
Otherwise, give
Do
me
you-
5-10 questions, and we'll see how it goes.
Let's see.
Okay?
I need to adjust this because I can't even.
Well, remember, that is on it, the phone is on its own camera.
I know.
Yep. Okay. Did you give me a blindfold?
No, but you can use my
May I?
scarf if you like.
Please.
Chat can't see your face, but that's
Oh,
fine.
I know. Some might argue that would be the best, but that's okay.
I mean,
All right.
I can shine my light on you.
Nah, that's all right. Unless you really want to.
Do you
I wouldn't
really
say
want
no.
it?
All right. So right now I can't see anything. I'm about to not hear anything. So whenever you are set, feel free to start asking me questions. What?
So thank you for joining us.
Help?
How can we help you? Are you
Here?
Here.
I'm okay.
Do you like being here? Where are you?
Here.
Do you like art? Were you here during the war?
Darkness. Work.
Did you work on the railroad? Were you married? Why do you stay here? Are you lost?
What?
Are you lost? Does anybody else have questions?
Are you trapped?
Later.
Are there children?
Wait for the drop.
What is the package? Okay.
All right, I'm gonna try this again. Was I making any sense?
Some yes and no. Yes and no.
Okay.
So we were asking like, what did you do? Are there children here? Were you trapped? Were you married? The only thing it would answer is when I asked, where are you?
Yeah.
You immediately said here.
Okay.
And I'm like, all right, smart ass.
Bringing that light a little closer to me, would you?
Yeah.
All right, let me just see. I'm gonna try to. Oop. Actually, let's leave it. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
So I noticed something, and so it was happening earlier when you had put the spirit box down and when you were using it out loud.
Yeah.
So something is pushing me back and forth.
Something physically.
Yeah, like I feel myself going back and forth, and then you stop using it and it stops.
Okay.
Interesting.
Or as we like to say, compelling. Let's see here. And I'm gonna make the volume a little louder. And then I'm going to change the sweep rate on one side, and then change the sweep rate on the other. And now that I've got this working, and the way I can tell I've got it working properly is the lights are blinking. And now, let's go on ahead and let's just do this open air. Okay. So how you doing? Thank you for being here. Oop, thank you. That's yours. What I'd like to do is find out a little more about you.
I heard who.
I'd like to find out more about you. You want to sleep? It is getting late, but we want to find out more about your story. Would you like to talk to us right now? Can you tell me your name?
I heard April.
April?
I feel like if I tried this method now, it would be a lot clearer.
Are you married?
I heard yes.
I actually heard no.
Are there multiple spirits here?
I actually heard two.
I definitely heard a number that began with 2, but it was either 2 or 3.
N-U-N? What year is it for you? What did you hear? Did you work at the candy factory?
Were you a soldier?
Do you need help? Did you fight for the Confederacy? How many people are with us right now? Are you a man or a woman? I just sort of what? So I'm going to go on ahead and turn this off. Spirit box is very tricky. Sometimes it can reveal a lot. Other times it can be what you just heard. That's tricky.
Do you want to try necrophonic? It's similar, but you
Yeah,
get specific
let's
words.
go on ahead and let's give necrophonic a try. Now, necrophonic is another app that I've heard really good things about, and I'm willing to give necrophonic a try because one of the first investigations that I did with Phil up in Gettysburg, that one necrophonic was actually pretty decent.
That's just it. turning on.
That's the startup sound. That's the startup sound. Yes?
I just want to mention that it's about 10 till,
Yeah.
and a couple of people mentioned there was a lot of activity back in the green room area.
Yeah, we actually have recording devices in the green room.
Okay.
I kind of want to leave that alone.
Okay.
Yeah, just let the recording devices do their own thing, so that in case we do find anything interesting in the green room, we can actually come back to it on the night of. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But thanks for the time check. I appreciate it. What's that?
I just got sad.
Sad?
And this just said sad.
Yeah, I just heard that right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you sad that we're about to wrap up?
Yes.
Now hang on a minute. I had my device out here. You're making it go crazy. You didn't want to play, and now you're sad that we're about to leave? Did it just tell me shush?
It said shush and hey. Do you like having people pay attention to you?
Now, if you're curious, what it's doing is that it works the same way as the spirit box, but it filters out the
Let's speak.
We can't talk for long. So someone asked me if you wanted a hug. Do you want a hug? I heard laughter.
I'm very cold right now. Like the backs of my arms are cold.
My name is T. What's your name? we're going to have to wrap up soon now. If you want to talk to us, now's the time to talk. Did you want to talk to us?
Please.
Are you okay, is what it asked.
Are we okay? We're okay. We would like to come back in a couple weeks with some new people. Would you be okay with us doing that?
Which one? Me.
Who they say?
They said you. So I'm assuming they're talking to me since I'm the one who asked the question.
What did you ask?
I asked which girl, because it's
Ah.
a girl, and then. No, I'm not married. Stop asking. That is the third time it's asked me.
Well, can you blame them?
I mean-
Can you blame them? Come on, Spence. Do you think Spence is attractive?
I got a lady.
I heard yes.
Yeah. I'm very flattered.
Ooh, careful.
Listen, my body is my own. I feel you behind me, so stop that.
Did you want to let us know you're here? How about if I did this?
I heard.
Yeah. Yeah. Panic just said, Ghost is crushing on Spence. I'm telling you, they are a handful.
Look, I'm so pretty.
Hey, can you finish this for me? Beat. I just heard it say beat.
I heard that's cool.
I did. I heard that as well. Okay, unfortunately, I think we're going to have to wrap up because it's getting late, okay? Thank you for giving us time in your space. But we need to go.
And when we go, you have to stay here.
Don't worry, we'll be back, but you have to stay here. Do you understand? Was that a no or a yes?
Yeah.
That's what I heard. I thought I heard a yeah, but I wanted to get confirmation on that. Okay.
Yeah, I'm hearing yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Just remember, you have to stay here. Phil, this is the third floor. Over.
Bye. And thank you.
We need to wrap up. We got about 5 minutes till midnight. So do you want to wrap it up and come on upstairs?
Yep, we'll be right up. Over and out.
I will go and turn on the light.
Okay. Oh. Now you go off. Now you go off.
Yes, go off stage. Performance is
Yep.
over.
Performance is over. You've taken your bow.
It might be coming out from backstage.
Or they could be coming from... No, you missed your cue. You missed your cue. And if we could get lights up, that'd be great.
Yep, working on it.
All right. Unreal. I work so hard, and then that thing goes off as we're wrapping up. That's honestly very common for things to happen like that, where you'll be doing stuff and nothing's happening, and then when you say, "Well, I'm wrapping up," suddenly that's when it goes.
We wanted to hang out.
Oh man.
Someone asked why y'all use the spirit box rather than the app first.
So the reason why we use the Spirit Box instead of the app is the Spirit Box is a little more analog.
Okay.
And it's also a little more organic.
Yeah. This one, the biggest problem that I have with the necrophonic isn't necessarily, I'll get done. The main reason why I tend to lean towards the Spirit Box as opposed to necrophonic is that necrophonic filters out, as I said, it filters out a lot of the,
Right.
which is fine, but it can filter to a point where it starts to take out words that you may or may not hear.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this spirit box I really like because of the feature that I was telling you about, where most of the time when you have a spirit box, it either does FM or AM. This does both. So I can go down the FM band, up the AM band at the same time.
Right.
And we have a clip, again, on our TikTok, we have a clip where I'm outside there's a historic house in Brentsville, and I knocked on the door, I did the boom, 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 and we heard a very soft boom, boom from inside. And that thing's locked up. And it went boom, boom. And I said, you heard that? And Pip was there. This is the thing. Whenever you do this kind of stuff, you never want to do it by yourself. Because God forbid if something goes wrong, there's nobody there to back you up. But second, it's also for that verification. And Pip heard the 2 knocks as well. And as soon as she said, yeah, I heard those knocks, the spirit box said, that was me. And as I'm giggling, and this is why we were recording the spirit box, we also heard the spirit box immediately after that, good morning. And, you know, it's neat. It's really neat. Yeah, it's really neat. All right.
Any other questions from the chat?
Yeah, any questions from the chat? Because we're gonna do a quick debrief as soon as everybody gets up here. Just a very quick debrief, because I know it's late.
Everyone was talking at once, and then they all left. Yeah.
How'd it go?
Definitely more active on
Towne looks
Yeah.
worn out.
Wow, that was intense.
So the funny thing was, this thing did not go off until we said, well, we're wrapping up, so thanks, good night. I'm like, come on. But we got it on video.
Good activity at first, and then they got quiet.
Yeah.
Ooh, I have a low battery warning on this.
Could it be page
Oh, yeah.
six?
Six.
Times 6.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They all said it was like sing.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing those items, by the way.
No problem.
This is what makes it
Actually,
real.
before you put them away,
Oh, no.
How are you feeling?
Oh, yeah. We should do that.
Well, I'm gonna leave it running because I wanted to.
No, because we can have you show them the.
Oh,
artifacts.
right. Oh, shoot. I didn't even think about that. So, chat, before we wrap up, I wanted to show you these real quick. These were some of the original artifacts that were found when you guys were doing renovations at the candy factory.
Archaeology. This is the cool piece. This is what happens when fire meets glass.
Wow.
So we know this came out of the fire of 1905.
Right. Oh, wow.
Very cool. And we think these may be doorknobs off of the hotel, but we're not sure about those.
Okay. Wow. That is extremely cool. Hang on, let me just get one more shot on the camera.
Absolutely.
So if you're seeing that, hang on a minute, chat. I'll get you loosened up here. There you go. So there was this is where we are right now. This is the site of a fire that basically ravaged Old Town Manassas. But I got it. That's awesome. Thank you again so much for bringing that. And then we've got, and this is why we do what we do, chat. This is why we do what we do, and you'll see this. Is this a photograph of after the fire?
No, this is a photograph from 1862, right in this general area. This is what happened when the Confederates evacuated. They burned everything, so the Union Army couldn't get it.
Same thing for here.
Yeah, and this is actually a part of a Civil War redoubt that was just like a couple blocks away. The one we like here, this is a map that shows the Confederate fortifications in relation to present-day Manassas, and the candy factory is here.
Neat. So it's right in the center.
Right on
of
top of on top of one, because this is they're on Battle Street, and this is the road.
Thank you so much for bringing
absolutely.
that. I got it. I got
So
it.
are we wrapping up?
We're gonna wrap up real quick as soon as Phil Rossi gets up here.
He's packing up his stuff.
Oh, he's packing up stuff.
Just
Okay.
so you know, as we were leaving the bathroom, it said, keep going.
Oh, we were getting ready to wrap up here, and we said, well, you have a good night. And for the first time, the REM pod over there goes. I'm like, really? No, okay.
Did you play the piano?
We did not. But we did a couple of Vestas methods.
The thing is that we could hear so
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. There's going to be a lot of cross contamination when we do this. So, first off, again, I want to say on behalf of this tiny little band of old spirits, thank you all so much for being a part of this, for your enthusiasm, for your TikTok coverage, wicked TikTok coverage.
Follow us on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram.
Yeah, that is Virginia Art Factory. So really quick, and trust me, I'm not. I like I said, I used to